If you remember when the Goblin machine released, we all thought it was a troll. Like, genuinely, we thought Supercell might be pranking us. Today, it got buffed in these recent balance changes. I haven't played it one single time, and I'm ready to test it out for you guys today. So, I've got these 5 different decks. We're going to start with this Expo Goblin machine deck. Yeah, I know, seems kind of odd. And probably doesn't have the greatest synergy, but I wanted to try this one out. I did ask for some decks, and you guys gave me some. So, yeah, this is what I've got right here. We got 5 decks prepared, and I am going to test out this card in different archetypes, see if it's going to be good in the meta, and see if it's anywhere near the same type of power that it was when it first got released, and it was rocketing the tower immediately, getting like 1700 damage per second. I don't even know what it was. It was absolutely insane. So the rocket should shoot right there. I will say one thing that's always been clunky, as you can see right here about the Goblin machine, is the rocket just shooting seems off. I'm not sure how to describe it. I think you guys can understand what I mean. I guess it's like a slight delay, kind of like the regular rocket, but man, it just seems off. I'm going to go Expo here on this left-hand side, actually, because I believe this machine should take out the Skellies. Okay, that was pretty good value. We can snowball these archers right away, and that should be a small lock. No, he is going to go for the Tombstone, and then Barbarrel as well. So Ice Spear down low to catch that Barbarian. Maybe we can get a cheeky small lock right here. But yeah, our main goal is to figure out if this card is going to be anywhere near the power that it was, and if it's actually usable on ladder. In general, I'm already gonna say that I haven't seen much of it, and it's been a couple weeks into this season. I believe like a week and a half or something. Yeah, because today's Wednesday, and I haven't really seen Machine at all. I faced it a few times in the global tournament, but nothing too crazy, and usually not very high up. But I want to make the card work. You know, it seems to me to be a card that is very hard to balance compared to some others. So I'm just gonna go for the whatever this is called, Expo like this. I can't believe I forgot the name of the win condition that I literally play every single day. But anyways, that's gonna shoot the Tombstone. No, it's gonna hit the 2 Skellies. Yeah, the rocket is so like useless in some situations and gets so much value in others. That's the problem with the card right now, is that there's no like real balance. And to be honest, I can't even tell what's happening half the time with the machine. If it does kind of take out the right cards, then it's great, but if it doesn't, then it's almost useless. So he's gonna go graveyard. I have to block the river here with the machine. Does that actually reach the graveyard? That's my question. It does. Wow. Okay, so very decent range right there from the Goblin machine. Gonna give it some points for that. We can just Ice Spear down low on top of that graveyard, and somehow we didn't die right there. I had absolutely nothing in cycle for the graveyard really, except for a snowball. We get 1 rocket on tower, which does about 300. Okay, so I would say it does about half a rocket, a normal rocket's damage, which is fine. You know, not a bad thing at all. I don't think that should ever get a buff ever, even if the card is not used, just because I feel like that's silly to even, you know, do any more than that. So I think they got that part of the card right for sure. Anyways, he's going to go for the baby drag in the back. I can just go Ice Spear here. He's probably going to go for another set of archers, so I'm actually going to go for my evolution archers in the middle. Sorry, I'm Emineming you guys. I have a really bad habit of doing that. Wow, those archers get so much value right there. We don't get any damage on tower, unfortunately, but, you know, it's all good. I'm just going to go for another machine down low like this. Set up another Expo probably here on the left-hand side. There's the archer split, so yeah, we're definitely going to Expo now. And if he plays Tombstone or Knight, honestly, I'm going to Fireball either way. Okay, I have Evo Snowball. Look at that machine actually getting a hit on that Tombstone, which is actually very helpful, I will be honest. That's super helpful in that situation. That taking out the Tombstone kind of gives me more free ability to go with more Expos. Maybe machine could actually work with Expo, if you think about it, because it's going to always wipe out support units, and that's really what you need. Also a decent tank. You know, it's not horrible as a tank. So we can just go Fireball like this. The Evo archers do get a bit of value, but the machine, once again, is going to take out his support units. We'll take that and kill that Tombstone, I believe, for the most part. So we're just going to go Expo like this. We get the 1 rocket on his Tombstone, which is good. And then I can just go for my archers like this. I'm going to go ahead and Ice Spirit like this, and then Skellies. If I Evo Snowball quick, can I get a lock on tower? No, he does go for the archers. I could have done that earlier, but I figured he was gonna go archers right away. That's why I kind of hesitated right there. It's all good though. He's saying well played. Thank you, sir. I agree. It was very well played. So I'm just gonna go Tesla in the middle like this to kill that Barbarian Barrel. He's gonna say well played again. I think it's time to just kind of Fireball Cycle. We have to block the bridge in case he goes for the Knight, which he does do right there. Okay, perfect. Then we can just go ahead and cycle our Evo archers to the side. He's gonna poison that 1000%, so I'm just gonna Tesla up high once again, and we are absolutely cooking this guy. I feel like with the knowledge I already kind of have with Expo decks, this makes this a little bit easier, but I'm just gonna go Skellies like this. Maybe that was too aggressive with the Fireball there. Oh my gosh, I might have just sold the game. Wait a second. That machine needs to kill that Knight. It did not kill the Knight. It did not kill the Knight. I repeat, it did not kill the Knight. I've got to Fireball all this. Please hit everything, Hunter. Okay, I missed one of the archers. Archers up high. I got to snowball the knight and the archers here. He's going to go for the graveyard, snowball, then skellies, and then go for a ice spirit like this. One more time for a machine, please, in the middle. Okay, we're good, I think. That got a little bit sketchy, I can't even lie. For a few seconds, I thought I might be getting overwhelmed. But luckily, I definitely shouldn't have fireballed that last baby dragon. But luckily, it didn't end up coming back to bite me too hard. And we do end up pulling off the first win with Expo Goblin Machine. You know, not a terrible combination. I would say it actually has a little bit of synergy with the Expo in general, especially with that evolved snowball and the evo archers kind of pairing well with the machine there. Okay, so we got a clone deck that I actually got recommended by Abdod. If you did not know, guys, Abdod is a YouTuber as well. He makes great videos. So yeah, make sure you check him out. He makes great like informational videos and stuff. I actually watched his video on the Rune Giant all the way through and was like, dang, this genuinely gave me a good idea what the card even is before it got released and stuff. But yeah, okay, anyways, we're playing this clone deck with the Giant Skeleton Cheese. It's similar to a clone deck that I've played in the past with Giant Skeleton, Skeleton Barrel, Flying Machine. Evo Archers are super good in this version because you have the ability to kind of pressure both lanes and also clean up anything on defense, really, for usually positive trades. So he's going to go P.E.K.K.A at the back. That's not great. We actually do not want to be facing P.E.K.K.A with this deck. That is not good at all. But I'm just going to go Skelly Barrel like this on the left-hand side, force out some type of elixir. Looks like he will go for the Ice Whiz. Okay, so I will say, well, Machine is good against a lot of archetypes, but P.E.K.K.A might not be one of them, and I'll tell you why. P.E.K.K.A just kind of chops it down, and it only takes out about not even a quarter of its health, as you can see right there. So yeah, that's one thing that's not amazing. And I don't really have defense cards for the E-Drag either with this deck. I mean, I've got Flying Machine, Archers, Bats, which are decent, but I mean, they're all kind of cheap units that are going to get pulled into a tornado, and I could possibly lose because of it, right? So, oh my gosh, I don't think I can defend this at all. I got to go Bats like this. Hopefully that does enough to kill the balloon. It's going to be close for sure. I think it's going to get one hit, isn't it? Yeah, dang, that's very unlucky. Okay, so very bad start. We are going to be down to about 800 HP, but don't worry, guys. I have Clone up my sleeve, and even though this guy does have Tornado, it looks like, in his deck, and Electro Dragon Evolution, we're going to find some way to Clone Cheese him with our Goblin Machine potentially as well. So I'm going to see... Oh, you know what? I'm going to actually go for the Clone, I think, on this right-hand side, because if I don't go all in right here, I don't know if I'm ever going to get the tower or even have a chance to get the tower. So I'm going to go Flying Machine like this in the middle. I don't have enough for Clone, which is fine. There's the Bar Barrel. All right. There's that. We're going to get some decent damage. He is going to go for the Tornado preemptively. That's fine, though, because my Evolution Bats actually will go crazy. He's going to E-Drag probably on top of that. If I had to guess. There's the E-Drag. You know what? Call me crazy, guys. I don't think he has that much Elixir. He's going to go something on top of the Giant Skelly. So I'm going to Evo Archers predict. Okay, we do catch the Lumberjack, which is good. That Ice Whiz should get absolutely shredded. Wait, he's gonna Bar Barrel this, so I'm gonna actually Clone right now. Try and cheese his Bar Barrel. Okay, he has to Tornado that. Oh my gosh, look at the damage. Evo Archers on tower. That is huge. We're right back in this game. I'm actually gonna keep spamming because if I allow him to P.E.K.K.A, I will lose this game. So we'll go Bats behind this Goblin Machine. It actually should lock on tower here, right, Machine? Please, one hit on tower. Yes. Okay, we get that one hit on tower from the Goblin Machine, and then I can just go for my Skeleton Barrel on this right-hand side. I think we have a chance to win the game here. Wait a second. If I just wait for that, he has to Bar Barrel, so I can go arrows. Oh my gosh, we win. Flying Machines on tower. Yes, we actually just beat such a hard counter. Goblin Machine carry, bro. That was insane. Even though it didn't do that much, it did get that shot on tower, and I'll always say that was clutch right there. Let's freaking go. Next up, we have this deck that is kind of very interesting. I don't know how I feel about this yet. It's a decent deck, sort of similar to a deck I made in the past with Ram Rider Cycle, but this time we have of course, we have the Goblin Machine in this deck, and we have the Rune Giant as well. So he does have Fisherman. That's actually really bad for me. And we're facing P.E.K.K.A once again, and welcome to the P.E.K.K.A party, guys. P.E.K.K.A is still probably the #1 deck in the entire meta, by the way. Can't believe it, but I wish, I think they're still going to nerf it probably slightly a little bit more, just because it is a little bit still broken in my opinion, but just going to go for the Lightning on top of this, and then we can go Phoenix. Phoenix is a super good defensive card against P.E.K.K.A in general, just because it does high DPS, and it's pretty much unkillable unless they have a very good range unit, which most P.E.K.K.A decks don't. That actually gets a swing on my tower, and once again, I mean, that's 2 games in a row. I actually can't do anything because the P.E.K.K.A, you know, but it's all good. It's all good right there. So Phoenix is going to go towards his tower on the left. He has Goblin Machine as well. I mean, not Goblin Machine, Goblin Giant. I have Goblin Machine, which actually I don't know how it's going to do in this situation. Yeah, it's not a super high... Wow, oh my gosh, that's not even doing anything. It's not a super high DPS unit, as you guys can tell right there, but You know, I still think it did an okay job. I'm actually going to have to just full send this right-hand side because he's going to Fisherman, right? So I've got to make sure I have the Rune Giant down to block for my Ram Rider. And then, okay, that should be fine. Ram Rider should snare those guards away, at least for the most part. Nah, the guards are actually a perfect response for him in that situation just because the Ram Rider snare couldn't kill the shield, even if it was boosted by the Rune Giants, which kind of sucks. But, okay, so Cannon's going to do enough to defend that P.E.K.K.A. Is it, though? I think the P.E.K.K.A.'s going to get tower. Yeah, it is. Okay, so it's not over. I'm not completely, oh wow, gonna give up here. I'm still gonna try. I don't know if this is the best situation ever. He does waste the ability there, so I guess that's 1+ for me. And then he gets some decent King Tower damage, but nothing too crazy. If I can somehow cheese my way to getting like a Rune Giant Goblin Machine, you know, the rocket from the Goblin Machine, if it's paired with the Rune Giant, will do like 900 damage if it's the boosted one, or something like 500 or 600 or 700 or something like that. Don't quote me. But just gonna go Goblin Machine like this. He's probably gonna peck at the back. You know what? I have to full send here. There's really no other option than going this at the river. Rune Giant should hopefully carry me. He does lightning, but that should still connect, and the Ice Spirit 2 is going to be super good at blocking everything. The machine should get on tower. Nice, we are going to get the tower down. Perfect. All right, so we're going to be down quite a bit of elixir, which is okay. I'm very confident that I can defend this push. He might split lane, so I'm actually going to save... Yeah, let's save our Evo Cannon, wait for even more value, maybe, if he does want to give us some. So I'm going to go Rune Giant down low to boost both my cards. There's the value. Okay, we can go Cannon. Oh my gosh! Look at the Cannon evolution value right there. That is absolutely dirty. So we're going to go a second Phoenix right here. The right side's kind of good. I need that Goblin Giant to die. Wow, Goblin Giant Evo needs a nerf. Holy cow. What is that? So he gets like 1,000 bajillion damage, but we have 2 Phoenixes. We have... 2 Goblin Machines. He's going to P.E.K.K.A. You know what? Call me crazy, but if I Rune Giant here on the left, how does he defend this? If I go Ram Rider as well to boost that bad boy up, I mean bad girl, I guess. Ice Spirit to freeze, that's perfect. No, he has lightning, I forgot. Shoot. Okay, so the game's definitely not over. I'm going to keep spamming because our Phoenix on the right is killing that entire P.E.K.K.A. I do have to cannon that, unfortunately, which kind of sucks. I might be able to take tower. I think he's going to defend with the Stein, though. If I pull this back, maybe that's good. Nah. I should have saved up for lightning, bro. That's my bad. I could have won the game right there. Dang, I had Loki just sold in that situation. Okay, we still have a chance to win. It ain't over yet. I'm just gonna go here, predict the pack at the back. Please tell me I got it. Oh, no way! He actually just sold. Let's go, bro. There's no way he actually pecked at the back at that time. That was perfect. Wow, we just pulled off a win that was very highly improbable if I didn't go for that play in the middle. So we will take those. Let's go. Nowadays in Clash Royale, it feels like you can pretty much put anything into a Goblin Giant deck and still have success as long as you have these core cycle cards like the Fisherman, Skellies, Quick Cycle like that. This guy is apparently not very happy with me. You know what? I'm going to do something kind of cheese, and I think I'm going to cycle my Dark Goblin the river because he's spamming angry emotes. We're going to hit him with the wow. Okay, perfect. Oh, I thought he might not be able to react since the Dark Goblin is kind of a quick targeting card like that. But he does react in time. Gotta give him credit right there. Actually, can you zap in time perfectly to fully counter the Dark Goblin? I think you probably can, right? If you get it like exactly perfect. But anyways, okay, looks like he might be playing Lava Hounds, which is fine. We're gonna see if he has Evo Valk, though. This is gonna be a very difficult matchup with the machine, of course. But just gonna go here. I think I'll just arrows that right there. Take out the tombstone. Okay, the machine might... machine kind of sold, I can't lie. It does get a hit on tower, which is solid. But I was kind of hoping it got the shot on that skeleton dragon to finish him off. That's still good damage for me right there. He's going to go balloon perfect. That's actually so perfect because I know he doesn't have elixir now to even try and defend that Dark Goblin right away. So that's so good. Balloon is going to drop on top of that Dark Goblin. He does go for the zap. That's fine. He's going to get a few barbarian hits. Obviously, I'm not going to drop my Fisherman on 0, even though I probably couldn't prevent that damage. But I think we take that. We have a solid 800 HP damage lead, and Lava Hound's going to be tough. We don't really have air defense, except for this Dark Goblin and the machine, and the Goblin. I guess you can say the Goblin Giant is technically air defense, but it's obviously not the greatest type of air defense. So we're going to go machine the back like this. I feel like machine is a very safe cycle card in a lot of areas. Because there's not really one card that's going to super counter it super well. Does that make sense? I'm going to go for the arrows early, I guess, on top of this. That Mega Minion would be amazing if it wants to die. He's probably going to Fireball this. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so the poison is not going to get too much value. The machine, though, will take out these skeleton dragons for the most parts. Get them down to about 15 to 20% HP and get the shot on tower. Okay, machine, I see you. Making a name for yourself right there. Okay, wait. I might be in trouble here, actually. I need that to shoot the balloon, please. Which it does once. Dang, that sucked. I can't lie. Ice Spirit here, it's gonna get 2 hits on my tower. Dang. Okay, so the machine, oh my gosh, the machine just took out all those barbs. What? Wait, I wasn't even looking at that side of the map. I was focused on defense. But man, that was insane. Holy cow. I'm gonna go Dark Goblin again, go for the machine as well, and then we'll see what he wants to do. He's gonna lava on the river. That's perfect. Okay, so now we have a very, very good elixir lead. He's gonna go for the nothing actually. He's not going to play anything for that machine, so we do get that 1 hit on tower. Go for the Goblin Giant here. Keep that Dark Goblin going. Oh my gosh, Dark Goblin, carry me to victory, please, Dark Goblin. We can rage this up as well. Kill that. He's going to have to barbs on 0, guys. I don't know if he can win this because he's going to have to barbs, and then he's going to have to defend the Dark Goblin. The Goblin Giant's on tower. The Spear Goblins are on tower. I can just arrows his tower and cycle back around. Wow. Dark Goblin MVP in this game. I will say, though, Machine, I am not sleeping on you. That was insane right there. It killed all the Barbarians and pretty much led me to that win right there. So I'm just going to go arrows on his... Oh, my finger slipped. Oh, well, it doesn't matter because the machine takes the tower, thankfully, and that Dark Goblin just saved our life. Buff Dark Goblin, guys. I'm going to say it. I'm going to go out on a limb and say it. I actually enjoy playing the Goblin machine, and that is a very crazy statement to say. Never thought I'd actually have those words out of my mouth when it did first get released, but I'm having fun playing the card, and it seems to get good value in a lot of situations. Sure, it's not the best card in the game, and it's not the worst card in the game either, but I'm going to say it's balanced right now. I don't know. Is that a crazy statement to say? Maybe you could use a tiny little, like, very, very, very small slight change to its rocket range or rocket speed or something, but other than that, I do not want to change this card. This card looks fun, and I've had a lot of fun playing it so far. So anyways, enough glazing from me. I'm just gonna go ahead and set up my collector. This is a kind of an interesting giant deck, by the way, that I had recommended to me, and it's got the LP, of course, with the champion. We have to have a 3-card cycle in this game, and then of course we've got the pump up just to be a bit annoying. So it looks like he actually doesn't have a big spell. I'm guessing, or he probably would have just played the big spell right there on top of my pump. I'm guessing, I mean, I thought it was log bait with the regular version, but maybe it's just the one with the quick cycle and no big spell, which would be completely fine with me. LP should do enough to counteract those goblins. I will say LP is definitely fallen off pretty heavy, but it's still a fun card to use in my opinion. One of my favorite champions to use, if not my favorites at the moment. But just going to cycle my bats in the middle right now. I could just go for another collector and then try and build up a massive push if he does try and be super aggressive here. So I'm just going to pump up right there. He actually does have rocket. Okay. So you know what? I could giant the river here, but I think I'm going to play smarts. I'm going to go giant all the way in the back like a good individual would and try and build up an actual push instead of just going, oh, I have a 5 elixir advantage. Let me slap this down at the river and hope I can break through. So I'm going to go for the Goblin machine behind this giant right here. I've got my LP. He might have Inferno Tower. I think he does if he's not playing his building yet. So I'm going to try and be patient here. I want to get a good lightning. Yeah, there's the Inferno. I have to be patient, though. I don't want to be too aggressive. We'll go Little Prince right now, then lightning on 0. Get down. Okay, that was perfect. Time lightning. Oh my gosh, that was perfect, Hunter. That's so good. I can pop the ability here as well, and then I could go for the Evo Bomber at the river, I think, to try and cheese. Maybe I should have gianted again on 0. What do y'all think? I don't know. Maybe I should have, but I can just go for the machine like this. That should be a bomber on tower. No, it's not quite, but I will get a ton of damage. LP on tower. Oh my gosh, LP. I didn't even notice you were on the tower and not the knight, but that is huge damage. I can lightning that princess on 0, and then the Goblin machine should take the rest of that tower. Oh my gosh, guys. Wow. I am cooking with this card, I can't even lie. Still have to be a little bit careful. Wow, that's a lot of aggression right there from him, the Evil Barrel Goblin gang. But I guess he's probably going to give up after that now, noticing that he probably can't take my tower. And that's going to be it for this game and the video as well. He's calling us a chicken. Come on, bro, you can't call me a chicken. I'm literally using Goblin Machine, which was probably one of the worst, like top 5 worst cards in the game before they did make the buff to it. And you know what? Let's bring Goblin Machine back. I'll start the petition. Who's signing that petition? Nobody? Aw. Well, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed, and peace.